There is no doubt that State of Origin Game 2 is the highlight of next weekend's rep round, but we are all excited to see international footy return, and there is no better way to kick it off than on Saturday Arvo than between these two powerhouses of international rugby league, especially after seeing these squads. Tonga versus New Zealand have both just named their 25-man squads for next weekend's return to rugby league in New Zealand, Mount Smart Stadium. New Zealand taking on Tonga. I apologise if I pronounce any of these names wrong or even any of the countries wrong. I am the whitest Australian on the planet and I'm still out here having a crack. Here are the squads. We'll start off with the home side, the New Zealand Kiwis. First off, I can see why there's so much push for Tonga to be a Tier 1 nation. We'll get to them in a minute, but oh my God, both these squads definitely could compete with Australia at the World Cup. But we'll start off with the Kiwis. The Kiwis have only named their squad, while the Tonga have named somewhat of a starting 17, but we'll get to it. The Kiwis: Nelson Asafa Solomona, Jesse Bromwich, Kenny Bromwich, Dylan Brown, Aaron Clark, James Fisher-Harris, Kieran Foran, Peter Hicko, Jerome Hughes, Moses Leota, Isaac Lee, Joseph Manu, Tamare Martin, Ken Mamalo, Ronaldo Mulatalo, Griffin Nemi, Britton Nakora, Murate Niakora, Isaiah Papali'i, Jordan Rabana, Jordan Ricky, Brandon Smith, Scott Sorensen, Joseph Tapane, and Dallin Watini-Zelazniak. A gun squad, got every single position covered there. I can't really see a fault with the New Zealand Kiwis team. At the moment, they'd probably have to be favourites because they do have that advantage in the spine that we'll get to Tonga in a minute, but my halves, it'd probably have to be Brown. Hughes is a lock. It's between Brown and Foran, but you'd go Dylan Brown unless you don't want two running 5'8s, but Jerome Hughes can manage a game. Gun forward back, James Fisher-Harris and Nelson Solomona. Oh my God, I'm so suck at pronouncing these. But they're two of the best props in the game at the moment. Got the Bromwich brothers. It's a gun team. Joseph Tarpane, one of the premier front rowers in the competition as well. Oh my God, good wingers. Ken Mamalo, Ronaldo Mulatalo. Gun back row. There's really no fault with this team. They got depth. Any one of those players you could argue could be in that starting 17, and they all won't be. But this is a brilliant side, a side that could definitely compete with Australia. But will they be able to get better of Tonga? Because Tonga have also named a pretty gun side. We'll get to them. Tonga, now they have named a sort of starting 17, but here's their 25-man squad. But I'll go through the team first. Talatau Kula, Stubby Kula, from the Manly Seagulls, gets the start at fullback. Daniel Tupou has been named on the wing with Sione Katoa, which is interesting. Talakai Suli, what a centre pairing. Now Staggs has also been named at 5'8". Talatau Amone, he is the starting halfback. Takioko, he's the number 8 for the Roosters, from the Roosters. Havili, he stays as hooker. Adam Fanua-Blake, he's been named despite his injury. The back row, Tupanua, Kulamatangi, and Taumalolo on the bench. Luke Hamole Olakawatu, Tavita Pengai Jr. and Tavita Totola. What a gun starting 17. It's just a shame that all these Pacific Island teams, it's always the halves that are a bit of a weak point, but that's still a pretty good halves pairing. Stangs and Amone. Look, it probably wouldn't get the job done in the NRL, but if they can just provide board to some of these outside backs and these back rowers, they should be fine. I would probably have Olakawatu starting because you want him on the field for 80 minutes, but he's a scary man to bring off the bench. To round off the squad, Fodawaker and Jersey 18, Will Penasini, Isaiah Katoa, Andrew Fafita, Joe Offengawi, Stafford Toa, Christian Tuapalutu, and Elisa Katoa. Both of these teams are so gun. I can see why there's such a push for Tonga to be a Tier 1 nation, but guys, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free. Comment down below. Do you agree with my Tongan? Well, not mine. Do you agree with the Tongan and the Kiwi side? What changes would you have made? And what's your prediction for the game next Saturday night?